has the car you want to buy binge on. Want to check its history in proper detail? Meet Car Vertical. Get access to one of the largest database networks for vehicle records. Whether buying a vehicle locally or overseas, we can help you avoid a turd. Avoid any surprises. CarVertical.com, as used by Donkey London.
What about a nomda? Good morning, Mr. P. That is right, we are back doing the it's a world record of the world's longest Honda build. We're 5 years in so far, but Paul's going to change that. We're actually going to make it work now.
Yeah, and not blow up.
Yeah, we've got a full forge rebuild coming up and lots of sexy bits. We've got to do a big shout out to, how do we even pronounce Tegiwa?
Tegiwa. I've always said Tegiwa.
Is it Tegiwa or Tegiwa? Let us know in the comment section. Apparently they sent us a t-shirt and it tells you how to pronounce it. We'll have a little gander. This is the secret we've all been looking to find out. How do you pronounce Tegiwa?
Tegwa.
Is it Tegwa or Tegiwa?
Tegiwa.
Oh,
Tegiwa.
That's how you pronounce it, Tegiwa. And we got Pinky, which Mr. Andy won last week for $29.99. Jammy Git. I want to win a car for 30 quid. What's that in the corner, Mr. P?
That'd be the Nomda.
That's the best car here, bro. Apart from that Cosworth, obviously. Nonda's just chilling in the corner at the moment. She's looking fresh. We need to give her a clean and stuff, but at least she's nice and dry. And like we said last time, brakes and stuff are a bit rusty. We'll go over all that kind of remedial stuff once we've done the engine. When we got this, we paid 500 quid for this.
Yep.
And then 500 quid for like the whole B18 swap with the box, the LSD, everything. Now, these EKs are going for like
silly money.
4 or 5 grand.
Yeah, so, silly money, yeah.
It's kind of changed since we started building it. But right, should we go and show them what we've got? So this is our B18 crank, and the crank was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, the crank was fine.
It wasn't mashed, was it?
No, it's all been checked, cleaned, all of the old scummy oil and grime is off of it. It's been balanced and polished. So the rods have been machined slightly to balance them with the crank. So you'll see when I put it together that each one only goes in one spot.
Alright, spot on. This is the B18 head, which Paul's had all machined.
It's had a very, very light skim because we don't want to raise the compression with a turbo build. So only just the lightest of refaces.
Just to make it nice and, and flat, as it were.
We're not using any of these valves. Not using any of these valves or these springs. Even though they are pretty good, the Honda ones, we're not using any of it. He's lucky boy's got skunk to everything for the win. Absolutely everything. So we'll show you rebuilding the cylinder head, lapping in the valves, the dual titanium springs, so you need a bit of manpower to get them in. Yeah. Block's been had a slight rebore and hone.
We'll quickly show you guys inside the bores, and we've actually had this slightly overboard because we're running slightly bigger pistons from Wassner.
We've got the matched pistons over there, which will do ring gaps, and we'll get Monky to assemble a set of rings. We'll get him to do that.
So if that cylinder fails...
that's on you, my guy.
We know what happens.
Yeah, it's on you.
And then over here we've got the original turbo kit, and that's a TD05 turbo. For now, we're just going to run with this turbo, get the engine running, run it all in, and then we will look to get a different manifold and a bigger turbo from Pulsar. But for now, we're just going to run this setup. And I'm assuming, Paul, we could probably run a little bit more PSI. Last time we were running just under a bar, I think 12 PSI, which netted us 380 horsepower.
Yeah, well, we're going to be putting water meth injection in it as well, so we will be able to crank her up a little bit more.
That's a lot of bits. We've got a lot of parts, man. It's exciting doing rebuilds. This is all the stuff we've got spread out on the floor, so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Obviously, we've been through the block, the head, the crank, turbo kit, Wassner forged pistons. These are really, really lovely. Check them out. I think we showed you guys in the sort of last Honda episode we did. We'll give them a clean up and stuff. But yeah, these are lovely, lovely bit of kit, all made and manufactured in Germany. 81.43.
81.5.
Yeah, so it's like, is that a 0.5 oversized, we think?
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea on what size pistons we're running. We've got the max speeding rods, which Paul's actually had machined as well and balanced.
Yeah, balanced with the crank. So we take a little bit of meat off, and we take a little bit of meat off the bottom of the pistons, along with the crank, to make sure that everything runs smooth and he doesn't blow it up.
Show you the front of the box, so you guys know what's going down. And obviously I'll put all these guys' details in the bottom of the description if you want to check out some of their websites. So that's the pistons and the rods, and then everything else we've very kindly been supplied by Nyewood. We've got loads of gaskets. That's a exhaust manifold, that's inlet manifold, that's the sump gasket, which is a nice bit kit. We've also got a spoon head gasket. Man, Teggy are big legends. Look at that, actual genuine spoon. We like.
We've got ACL bearings, race series,
Lovely.
with thrust washers.
Again, pulled by our lovelies at Teggy.
Head studs, and then we've got crank studs as well. Block guard.
That's a oil pump.
Yep.
And then these things.
They are the flywheel bolts.
Oh yeah.
All genuine Honda, genuine timing belt.
Yep.
Rocker cover gasket.
Over there, that's a timing belt tensioner.
Yeah, Koyo, same
Koyo.
as Honda, from
Nice
factory.
brand.
Then we've got some Skunk 2 valve stem seals.
Water pump.
Yeah.
And then we've got skunkies.
Alpha series titanium valves.
Salamander.
Whoa, Alpha series.
Valve springs.
Dual titanium springs for both inlet and exhaust.
And then retainers.
And then we've got titanium retainers as well to go with them.
Sick, man. We've got some sick stuff, and we're not actually changing the cams, we're running stock
C4 cams.
B18 C4 cams.
I might have another set of cams kicking around in a drawer over there for you.
Okay.
We'll see what we got.
That's a little breakdown of all the bits. That's the everything we need to kind of get the engine back up and running. So I guess the next step is
magic.
woo! And by magic, right, block is on the engine stand. Got our wire locks. There we've got focus, wrist pins, rod,
piston,
piston,
and piston rings. Wire lock.
Yep.
Now don't stab yourself in the thumb. Ask me how I know. Well, they're spring loaded, so you hear the little click, in it goes. Make sure it's all nice and clean. And we get our oil,
which is a specific
well,
engine lube, isn't it?
I use break-in engine oil, the same stuff you'd break an engine in with.
Ugh.
There we go. Slides.
So I just burped when you did it. Start again. Sorry, one sec.
Right, wrist pin.
Yep.
Slots in all nice.
Sweet.
Bit of movement, nice, perfect. And then we're going to take the other wire lock.
Yep.
And then there's a little groove. So we've got to get in the groove with it. Little hole helps us get it in. So tuck that in there.
Literally not funny.
Oh,
Look at that, like a glove.
click that in. There we go. One, Rodney, now with his best mate Piston.
Parker.
Did you see how to do this, yeah? Because you're doing the next one.
Yeah, I got this.
You sure?
Easy. Alright, baby.
Gonna click.
Straight in, yeah. Can I just get a check from my manager, please? How's that, manager?
Looks good.
Thank you, manager.
Monkey strength inbound, look.
Very slippery. Wire lock. It's quite seated. Here we go. Oh.
5 minutes later.
Oh, I think he's done it.
I think that's clipped in, brother. Yeah.
Right. What do you reckon, Pete? Do you reckon he did a good job?
Paul's just going to do the last two. And by magic.
A few moments later.
Ta-da! Right, sorted. They look like a little family, just like ready for many revolutions. Next on the agenda, I'm taking it, we're going down a crank route.
Yeah, we'll be getting cranky with it.
Squirters.
Yeah, oil squirters first because they're a pig to get in after the crank's in. So they'll go in next.
We don't want to get cranky about that. Next up, ACL crank bearings.
Yeah, very nice. 2 halves makes up 1 bearing. So you get smooth side and side with the oil groove in it. Side with the oil groove goes in the block, matches these grooves here.
Yeah.
And these holes line up with these holes to lubricate crank. And the smooth one goes in the cap, goes over the top.
Assembly grease.
Yeah. It's very sticky, very horrible stuff, but so yeah, we apply liberally little groove, little lock goes in the little groove. So you go in. And down. Make sure it's sat flush in the block, both sides.
Yeah. Okay.
Then move on to the next one. Nice and greased.
You guys look along here, they're all nice and flush.
More of the goodies from Tegua. Oh, Tegu.
What? Oh, yes. That's all the main studs.
Nice and flush. But before we put that girdle in, got the thrust washers in. Right, now these got two little channels in them, so oil to pass through. And these go on the middle here, and then let them slide around. And then the girdle, the pressure downward holds them in place. That's a technical tap. You have to make sure, don't go gently with this stuff. You make sure the entire washer is covered in it. So lather it up.
All nice and lubed. Torque values are on the supplied ARP sheet, which are 80 foot-pounds and then 3 equal steps. Right, last but not least, also just checking that the crank rotates around as it
Nice,
should.
which it does.
Guys, look down there, you can see the crank. Next piece of the puzzle, we've got the piston rings.
You've got these three make up your oil scraper ring. Then you've got your second and first ring, which I don't know if you'll see it on camera. See the little numbers? Yeah. They have to face up. What we're going to have to do in a sec is we're going to have to check the piston ring gaps in the block, but we don't need to do it for the oil retainer ring. So now we're going to put this ring in the block. We're going to take this ring that we've put the oil ring on. We're going to push that down in the block until that ring stops. Not quite enough yet, so we've still got a little bit to go. Just a scotch more. That's much nicer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nice and easy, doesn't pull the ring off the side. Gauge goes all the way in. Nice. So that's done for cylinder number one. And we know we're doing this one, cylinder number one. So that is going in that one. So that is now matched to that cylinder, because they're all different. So, right, then number two. We're going to take our 0.6 gauge from the first one. So we're about 0.5, I'd have said.
On the second ring, we're now going to go at 0.8.
Yep.
And that's basically, because it's a turbo build, it's just to allow for like heat expansion.
Yeah.
I got you. 0.8.
We can actually put these on now.
So that's the top ring in place, and you can see the second one just there.
Right, now make sure that the gaps are never on the compression side, never on the power side, because otherwise you can get a lot of blow-by. And make sure that these gaps don't line up. You want them as far away from each other as possible. So I always do them 180 away from each other. So one's that side, one's that side. Otherwise you get a lot of blow-by, and the engine breathes heavy, and you end up with a smoky engine. So now I'm going to get ready to put this one in. Ooh, ARP.
So that's the con rod disassembled. That's your bearing cap.
Drown it.
Ring compressor.
Yep. Bearing. Some more of the magic green goo. Make sure that's nice and pressed out. Green goop. No writing, no writing. Make sure they go back together the right way. A little bit of the ARP grease. I like to put down evenly. Another one done.
We've had a slight calamity.
Even with the right tool, sometimes I've got a bit of a bare paw.
Literally your massive hands, man.
Oh.
I've spoken to Watson, they've got loads of these in stock, so very kindly going to send us a new one. But we can still get 3 cylinders right now.
Most of it done.
We can build a 3-cylinder.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's in the Yaris GR, 3-cylinder. So yeah, we're building a
3-pot.
We're building a Yaris engine.
B18 3-pot. Look at that, man. We have pistons going up and down. I'd say that was a unanimous success. We'll just get rid of that. Head will be the second episode, putting all the skunk bits in there. We've got all the titanium noms.
Yeah.
And then really, third episode, we'll be putting all the ancillaries on, putting it all back together.
Making it a whole unit ready to go back in the car.
Yeah. That'll be third episode. Then fourth episode.
You sending it?
Literally, yeah.
That'd be dyno. Meth kit and dyno.
And then sending it. Happy days, man. Hope you guys have liked the Return of the Nomda. Return of the Nomda number 3.
Yeah, I think so.
4.
Like 3 million.
Hey, look, at least we're doing it. Pete.
See you later.
Mr. Andy.